Not once, but twice, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers comes under fire for the way it wants to spend stimulus dollars. Last year, our Oklahoma Impact team told you about plans for $1 million guardrail at the Optima Lake Dam on a road that's rarely used. Now, our Oklahoma Impact team discovered the Corps has found other ways to spend tax dollars, and Oklahomans aren't happy. Here's Alex Cameron.
40 years ago, the Corps spent $46 million to build the Optima Lake, but the lake never filled up with water. Many people feel if that wasn't a big enough waste of money, the Corps is wasting even more of our tax dollars out there now. Oklahoma Impact's Amy Lester investigates.
This belongs to not just the people in Texas County, but people in the whole United States. This is yours. This is mine.
Brian Test is talking about the 13,000 acres of land known as Optima Lake, a wildlife area where he frequently hunts, and a place where he says the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers just wasted more than $200,000 stimulus dollars by tearing down restrooms, picnic tables, shelters, and closing a road.
To destroy public property that was in good condition makes me angry. It makes me really angry that people in the government aren't any better stewards of our money than that.
The Corps says all of the structures were a safety hazard. Brian's pictures tell a different story. Some look perfectly fine to him and to Gus Blackwell, the state representative for this area.
They are, as they have been, using money foolishly.
Blackwell's frustrated with the Corps about the demolition, and because they originally wanted to spend $1 million stimulus dollars on a new guardrail along this road across the dam. Then, while facing political pressure, they pulled the plug on that project and decided to put in these gates to close the road instead. People who live out here say the road, with its old guardrail, doesn't pose a safety risk and want it to remain open.
It is a huge waste of money, a huge waste of time, when if they'd have just left it the way it was, everything would have continued without any problem.
The Corps stands by how it spent the stimulus money while admitting the lake is practically empty and not fulfilling its original purpose. To decide how to handle that, the Corps is doing as many as 3 costly studies with an estimated total price tag of as much as $1 million. Why not just do one study, get it all done at one time?
It's a good question because I don't know the answer to that.
Ross Adkins, the spokesperson for the Corps, says the Army requires multiple studies to look at options. According to Adkins, the first one is finding nothing the Corps didn't already know. When someone hears, oh, you're finding nothing new, then in their mind they're going to think, a waste of money.
Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah, it's not a waste of money because we've got to go through the process.
But that process, Senator Tom Coburn says, is flawed.
It just shows you how disconnected the bureaucracies are from common sense.
Senator Tom Coburn is so fed up with the way the federal government is managing this land, he plans to write a bill next session to turn this property back over to the state. In that bill, Coburn hopes to halt the studies and allow the original landowners to buy their land back since they lost it through eminent domain. Anything left over, the state could use for a nature preserve and hunting.
The whole goal through this exercise is to end the stupidity and wasteful federal mismanagement.
Amy Lester, the Oklahoma Impact Team.
The Corps also spends around $200,000 in taxpayer money just maintaining and operating Optima Lake every year. For Oklahoma Impact, I'm Alex Cameron.
Now, the Corps will continue with its studies until Congress tells it to do something differently. Is Optima Lake a waste of your money? Let us know what you think at newson6.com/Oklahoma.